Hello, Governor.
Hello.
Hola.
Wow, we're all countries represented. We're multicultural. Hey, how's it going there, Colleen?
You know, it's pretty good for a pre-Friday. And you guys?
We're not too bad. Man, I was ready for it today. I was ready, and I was like, she's not even going to ask us.
No, I gave you time to think about it.
Oh, I was ready, though, and then when you paused, I was like, she's going to forget to ask us how we are. I cannot believe this.
Well, I did kind of forget, and I was like, why are you looking at me like that? Oh, that's my turn.
Okay, anyway, yeah, that was the first time we ever got that right.
We nailed it.
Pretty,
Oh,
boy,
that
I
was
tell
pretty
you what.
impressive.
How
I'm telling
about
We
you.
that?
nailed that. That was like,
How about
woo.
that?
I'll stay up here and practice that last night.
Oh, I'm telling you. Yeah, we practice
All
a lot
night
of stuff.
long.
Let's see here. A couple things here. First of all, before we go any further, there's not a new pope yet, I noticed. They keep putting black smoke out, so in case you're keeping up with that.
What's the record on the black smoke?
Like how many times they've,
Or
how
how
long
many
is it
days.
taken or something. You know what?
Yeah.
I don't really know. We would have to grok that. So ask Grok, I guess.
Okay.
I'll ask Grok, or you can ask Grok. Somebody ask Grok.
Somebody has Croc.
Because I really don't know that. Okay, here's something.
I want to
okay.
say it's been as long as like 12 days or something, but
Yeah,
I
I
could
feel
be
like
wrong.
it's probably been longer than that. I don't know. I feel like it probably. If I was,
Holy moly!
I guess it's wrong to bet on that. But if I was betting on that, I would say it's taken months or something. It's at some time in history, because there's been a lot of
I'm gonna
popes
say-
since
yeah, I'm
St.
gonna
Peter.
say
I mean,
3.5 weeks.
Okay, what did you find? Anything?
Man, well, here's what's funny is there's no set time frame for electing a new pope. It can take anywhere from a few hours to multiple years.
Oh man. Okay.
The longest on record lasted nearly 3 years.
Okay.
Holy moly.
Well, I'm way off,
Yeah. Okay.
as usual.
3 years.
Now, that
Crazy.
was in the 1200s, so
Yeah.
it's not in our recent
Okay.
history.
1200.
Yeah, I don't remember that. I was pretty young then. Yeah. Let's see here. Today is No Socks Day.
Oh, I participated.
Did you? Okay.
Well, it's because I'm wearing heels.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't typically-
I have no show socks. That's as close as I get. I can't go sockless. Oof. Well, of course.
That was
I mean,
the
I
thing,
understand
though,
why
at
you
one
do
point,
heels.
right?
You don't wear socks with heels. I get it. What was that?
Wasn't that a thing at one time?
What?
With no socks or something?
Well, I mean, I guess there's times, but it's just your feet smell. It's disgusting.
Yeah, it is.
You don't wear shoes without
Oh.
socks, do you?
No, I wear socks.
Yeah, no. I don't mind, but I've got just no-show ones. I don't like to. Yeah.
I have a couple
Anyway.
of pair of tennis shoes. They're very, I can't even describe them, but they're very lightweight. There's hardly any material. They're very breathable, and I don't wear socks with those because there's not much material around your foot, and I just think it looks silly.
Right. Okay. And I would agree with you. And I think that's fine. Women can get away with that. I think guys, you just don't wear your shoes without socks because it's
Not worth it. No.
Peggy just said it was the Miami Vice era, maybe when that started. You know,
I
guys
think-
used to
I
wear
think-
the
you know
little
what,
suit
you're
with
right.
a T-shirt,
Okay,
and
so
the pushed up
80s,
sleeves, and no
80s,
socks
yeah.
with your
Yep.
loafers, and
Yep.
yeah. I don't know. You probably did that. You're way older than I am.
Oh,
so.
yes.
Colleen, you probably heard about Miami Vice. You're by far
Back
the
in
youngest person on the
12
show. So,
AB.
yeah, it's back when it took 3 years to get a pope. Anyway, no socks day. That's enough of that. Okay, and then Mudflap, you'll like this. Have a Coke day. You're a big Coca-Cola guy, right?
Wow.
Yeah, how about it? Today's your day.
I did it, and I didn't even know it.
You had a Coke already.
And it wasn't even on purpose.
Was it like you had an accidental Coke this morning?
Kind of.
How's that
It
work?
was like I needed something to drink, and I was like, oh, gosh.
Yeah, there's
So-
this thing called water. You just turn
I
on the faucet.
but I saw the Coke, and I was like, I got to drink it.
All right, so that's great. Good for
Man.
you. Okay.
Man, it's my lucky day.
Yeah, I guess it is. What else do we got here today? ACMs are tonight.
I know.
So
I'm
they're
excited.
they're on Prime. I guess is it Reba is hosting again, I believe.
Yes.
Let's see her. Yeah, Reba hosting the show. It's live from it's Frisco. They're at the Star the Center there. Anyway, it'll be on Prime Video tonight. Starts at 7:00. 7:00. So lots of nominees. We'll go over the nominees again this morning. See what you think. Yeah, I entered a contest yesterday, some record company thing where they said there's going to be a prize or something by whoever guesses the most correctly. So I entered it, but I don't know. I don't look.
Oh, Jeff, you could
I'll
be
even win
famous.
anything. Well, I won't
You
be
could be
famous,
like
but
next year's ACM guy.
Well, no, it's not. You don't get
Like,
anything like that.
hey guys, I
And
was
in the radio
winner.
contest category from KLLL in Lubbock, Texas, that's Jeff Scott. Hey, thank you. No, there will be none of that.
That's impressive, Jeff.
It's not. It's just a little. It's just you email your answers.
Oh,
and
no,
they'll
man,
just,
I
they'll-
can't wait to see
okay.
you next
Yeah, you're
year.
right. It's very prestigious, and
Yes.
I'll be sure and let you know as soon as I find out the
Okay.
results.
You can add that to your award-winning activities.
Yeah, I haven't won anything since the 6th grade spelling bee, so I'm kind of due for something here.
That's not true. You got husband of the day or year.
Oh, I did. That's right. I
hanging
did.
on
And I
your
got that
wall.
medal. Yes,
Yes.
it's proudly displayed in my office. You're right.
Yeah.
You're exactly right. I got that.
I have
I
a,
won something with. We were eating something one time, jelly rolls or something. What was that?
Oh,
thing we
yeah,
were doing?
jelly
like that.
donuts.
Yeah.
Jelly donuts. I won that.
Yeah.
I
Look what
didn't
you
win the
could put on
chicken
your
finger
resume.
contest,
I
but
won the
you know,
chicken- yeah.
you won that one. So
No.
anyway, so yeah.
I have a question, though, because you might win this award.
Oh, this doesn't sound good, does it?
Well,
How come you haven't carried out the trash in a week? I mean, it sounds like one of those things that a woman would ask you, doesn't it? Yeah, I've got a question for you. See if you've got the answer to this, Mr. Smarty Pants.
Yes, it does.
They start getting back on their heels already. Oh crap! What did I do?
there was a little birdie just kind of told me that there was another bet going around. See how long it would take for maybe for a ladder to get put up.
Okay, man. You know, little birdies need to shut up. Is what needs to happen here.
I just kind
okay.
of curious if there's still a ladder standing in
Listen,
your living room.
the ladder is now in the garage in its rightful place.
How long did it take?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's not important here. No, what happened was, I think it was the smoke alarm situation. That's what it was. So one night you start hearing the chirping thing of the smoke alarm, you know,
Right.
and everybody. That's the most dreaded sound. I mean,
It
nobody
is.
wants to deal with that. And it was
high
like
pitch.
I had already stayed up later than I tried to go to bed every night by 10 or so. And for some reason I was already up. It was like 11. I was already up late, and so I was just getting ready to go to bed. I'm finally like, oh gosh, I'm so tired. And I was saying, chirp. And I was like, you have got to be kidding me. So I tried to pretend I didn't hear it. Because I thought, well, maybe
that's
Kathy
the best
didn't hear
thing to
it.
do,
Yeah,
yes.
maybe Kathy didn't hear it.
Yes.
But our dog hates that sound, and he starts getting all weird, and then here he goes, chirp. And Kathy goes, did you hear that? I think it's that smoke alarm.
And you can
in
never find them
in the other room. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I didn't really hear anything. It's probably nothing. All right, well, good night. And it goes again, chirp. And so
And you run from each one to
Yes.
each one thinking, no, it's not that one. You run to this one, then
right.
no, it's over here.
So
And
you
then
have to start narrowing it down.
Next thing, it's like.
So I finally find it. Well, it's in my room where I have it's kind of my room where I have all my radio collection and all that stuff. So I go in there and I'm like, all right, it's that one. So I said, all right, look, let me just shut the doors and it'll drown it out. We won't hear it. And Kathy's like, no, you can't just leave that going all night. It'll freak Raider out, and he and I was like, all right, we don't want to freak the dog out, So have to go get the ladder, bring it in. And so then I'm like, and I think if I remember correctly here, I don't even think I was the one that climbed up there and pulled it off. Maybe I was. Well, I was tired. I had to get up early in the morning,
Yeah.
And so I felt like that gave me a right to go ahead.
Jeff, you got the right.
But I can't remember. Maybe I did at least pull it down. I think I went up there and I just pulled the thing off the ceiling, and I was like, I'll figure this out tomorrow. Well, you do that, and then it's still going. You have to bury it under a pillow, and I mean, it just. So that was the struggle there, okay? So it's late. I got to go to bed because I got to wake up early. So leave the ladder setting right there. I mean, I don't fold it up or anything. I just leave it in that room. But it's just nobody's in there. It's no big deal. So I left it in there. So the next day, I still just leave it in there because those doors are shut, so I don't even see it. So I'm not paying attention. I don't go in there that day. Well, the next day, I think, I come home, and it's folded up, and it's sitting by the front door, like leaning up against the wall right by the front door. And so I see it, and I'm like, oh, okay, I need to put that up sometime. As a guy, you do things on your own time. You're like, yeah, that needs to be done, and I am going to get around to that. I'm going to get that done one of these times here, but not right now.
Jeff, I got your back.
So, yeah, you know how it is. You're busy. You're doing stuff.
I'm busy.
So I had plans for sitting down. I mean, I couldn't interrupt that. So then it goes another day, and I notice, I'm like, oh, wow, it's still there. Huh, gosh, I got to take that to the garage. Okay, I'll get around to that. So it goes several days. It wasn't crazy long, but it was several days. And I'm just so glad that this story was shared with you. That's so great. But
well, I've kind of experienced that same thing myself, so I was just kind of curious.
I got a man in the house. You probably did.
Who won, you or Michael?
Yeah. So finally, and I don't know how many days it really ultimately was, but finally, I think again, this has been several weeks. I've slept several times since then, but I think Kathy said something like, it was one of those things where a woman says something to where okay, all right, but she said something about. So is that? I guess that's where we're keeping the ladder now. And then I'm like, no, it's not where we're keeping the ladder. I get it. I know. I'll take care of it. I'll get it. And it was just, but it's just on my time.
The next thing you know, she blew the white smoke and you moved it.
Yeah, I became the Pope. No, so I finally took it to the garage. So it did get dealt with, but it took a little while, and but I did it on my own time. But you know what? Nobody was hurt. There was nobody. We didn't have guests coming over to the house wondering about the ladder. It didn't affect one single thing, so it was no big deal. But it just apparently was a big deal, and so I finally took it to the garage where it is now. So.
Well, that's good.
I'm glad to see other families do bets. We do. Me and Madison do bets on Shannon what she's going to do.
Yeah.
So.
What it's and on
that's
any specific chores or
no, just like what time she's going to come home, or like, all right,
where's mommy?
Mom says she's going to be here. Do you really think it's true? And so we'll take bets.
Yeah.
You think we have this, or
Tammy just said, I bet Jeff's wife knows how many days the ladder sat there. Yeah, I guarantee you she does. Yeah.
Nacho says, Jeff, he's the alpha male, does things on his own time.
Yeah, the alpha male.
Nacho. That is exactly
Nacho.
right.
We've got some testosterone going here, buddy.
On my schedule because I'm a man, and that's how it's going to be.
Right.
Michael laughs at our joke is how many light bulbs have to be out in the house before Michael will get the ladder out to start replacing the light bulbs. And I think the record has been like, 13 or, something like that.
Months?
Yes.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. It's like, okay, well, if we get another light out in the basement or got another light out in the room. And he's like, all right. So whenever we ended up, my brother came into town and we invited you guys over for a pizza party. He was like, you invited people over just so I would change the light bulbs, didn't you? I said, maybe.
Yeah. But he did it on his time, didn't he?
Well,
Jeff, way to go, Michael.
Play some testosterone music.
Put your foot down.
That's right. I wear the panties in my family.
I can't remember when this was a few weeks ago. I think we had one of these by Glenn Campbell. And I can't remember which one exactly it was. Not important now, but it was on my mind. I was like, "Ooh, man, those songs they're old songs, but man, they just have such a great sound to them, Yep. Yeah, and they just I don't know. Some of those were just really great. Most of them were probably Glenn Campbell's biggest hits. Probably were like late '60s, I guess, early '70s through there. It's when his wheelhouse of stuff. And they're just those songs that I don't know. They're like comfort food for your ears. Anyway, this one but he wrote a bunch of the like Galveston and I think, all that era of music for Glenn Campbell. Now we've been playing all these 1-second songs in our game, and we've had some old ones, and we're like, man, some of that Glenn Campbell stuff was just so I don't know. It's like soothing or something,
Oh, that was dancing music right there.
That's not dancing music. You
don't think so?
Is that what you were doing? I'm sorry.
Well, it's definitely a slow dancing song.
Yes, that's what I mean. Yeah, I mean, I was just hugging and just like, oh.
I know it's kind of weird over there hugging yourself.
Hey, better yourself than I didn't want to be involved. I knew that. So,
well, both of you guys didn't want to dance.
No, we didn't.
I had to hug somebody.
Hug yourself. Yeah, Jesse just showed up with breakfast here, and he didn't want any part of it either. So
I was wondering why he was few steps away.
That's funny. Jesse just kind of dropped off the sack and ran. So I've never seen Jesse run before. So yeah,
I had Jesse's run.
Thank you, Jesse. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jesse.
You're the man.
Jesse's so sweet.
And everything good out there today? And people driving crazy? Anything weird? Okay, it's drying up. That's good. All right.
Yeah, we're not supposed to have a whole lot of rain.
No.
And it's supposed to start warming up.
I know.
Like 90s next week.
Probably all humid.
Get ready. It's coming. The heat is coming, baby.
All right.
I'm bringing it.
The heat is on.
Yeah.
Who's saying that?
Pat Benatar?
Who?
No.
Pat Benatar, maybe? Is that what yours? Yeah, that's not who it was.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Heat
Brenda
is
Leinstadt?
on. No. She sang a song called Heat Wave.
Kiss.
No.
Keep going. Give me a hint.
Eagles.
Eagles.
No.
Oh.
No, I didn't say I was going to give you the
Don
answer.
Henley.
No.
Glenn Fry.
Don Fry.
Who? Huh?
Don Fry.
Glenn Fry. Colleen
I
got
get
it.
it. Yes.
No, Colleen got
I
it
did.
first.
I said you heard me. I said Glenn Fry.
Glenn
You
Fry.
said Don Fry at first.
Colleen got it. He's got long, flowing hair. His hair
Yes,
is
I
probably
have.
as long as yours, Colleen.
Oh, wow.
Is it Fabian
he's-
type hair?
Huh?
Is it Fabian type hair?
Fabio?
Fabio, yeah.
Well, you're like you're
I'm
close.
on fire today.
yes,
Yeah.
you are obviously on fire. You sort of, when you're thinking, you look like you're picking the next pope. There's smoke coming out of your ears. So I'm just,
I'm glad it's out of my ears.
oh my gosh. Okay. What were we saying originally?
Something about smoke coming out of your
Yeah,
ears.
no, I don't even. It
Oh.
was something before that. It was
My
something I was gonna
orifices?
say.
I don't know.
No, I wasn't talking about that. It was something I was about to really say,
Okay.
and then we got sidetracked with
Long
something.
hair.
Long
Yes,
hair.
John
Fabio,
Morgan.
Fabio.
That's
Fabio.
it. That's where I
it.
got off track. No, John Morgan, he has long hair. He's got long, straight hair, but he's got long hair, probably almost as long as yours, Colleen.
Wow.
So he just, that's all. It's just a fact. If you
No,
never saw
it's
him
just
before,
fact.
he just has long hair. No big deal. All right. So
Never a big deal.
Oh, that was easy. What weather? What
Weather.
we got there?
73 for a high today. Sunshine all around. And I mean, it's looking like it's going to heat up, as Colleen said a few minutes ago. So
Did she say that on the air? Or was that during the
I
song?
thought it was on the air.
Was it? Maybe.
I thought it was.
I can't remember. Anyway,
Oh.
but you were right.
I just know I said it. I have
no, I
no
think it was.
idea.
I think that was when we were playing the song. I think she said that, but that's
Oh,
fine.
okay.
But yes,
Yeah.
you're right.
Okay.
It's going to heat up, and it's,
Originally, I think a couple days ago, whenever I was looking at it, they were like it was going to be like 96 degrees one
Yeah.
day, but I think it's toned down a little bit.
Well, let's hope.
I toned it.
Thank you for
you.
toning it,
You're welcome.
toner.
Listen, if I'm going to get in charge of the bad weather, I want to get in charge of the good weather.
I like that attitude.
Thank you.
That
I
is
like that
that's
attitude.
actually pretty smart.
Thank you.
That's way to take the bull by the horns, take ownership of it.
Thank you.
I own the weather.
Jeff,
you don't report the weather. You are the weather.
Your testosterone talk earlier got me going.
okay. Well, good.
Ooh.
Good.
So
Alpha male testosterone
That's right.
talk. I'm glad it's got
Watch
you
out.
feeling confident, and
yeah,
I think you're actually growing whiskers. I'm not even 100%,
I think
but I think maybe you are.
I think I am.
Either that or you got into the chocolate milk. I'm not 100% sure, but
I
all
was
right.
pointing out I'm the one who said it was going to be in the 90s next week, and you're taking credit for it.
He is or I am?
That's
He
fine.
is. Okay. Yeah. I was like, don't lump me into that. I didn't do that.
No,
All
but
right.
but I said
Yes.
I get credit for the bad, and I'm going to take credit for the good too.
You take the
So,
good, you take the
the
bad,
bad.
and then you
Oh,
get the
nice.
the facts of life.
Yes.
Yeah. All
But
right.
yes, Colleen, you did say it.
Okay. Yeah. We just always want to make sure that everybody gets the credit that
Yes.
they're. Do.
Yeah. Woo! Let's start dancing again.
Okay, let's cut that right off.
Wow. I was just getting into it.
Yeah, I know, and that's why I stopped at the nick of time before you got fully into it.
Bless your heart. Do you do a lot of those things by yourself at home because
all the-
nobody will participate?
All the time in the car. I mean, it's embarrassing sometimes, but I'm just like, who cares?
You don't care. You just live life. You
do.
dance like no one's looking. I mean,
I
you
do.
live your entire life like no
I
one's
do.
looking. You know that? You really do. It's very inspiring. It really is. You almost do the show like no one's listening. I mean, it's just, but they are. So remember that. Okay.
There's actually a Christian song that starts out with that dance like nobody's watching.
Yeah, I think I know.
It's a really
yes.
good
See if you
song.
can find what that is. In the meantime, Today's a great day to go to lunch at the Salt by Angie. 11 to 2 is the hours for lunch in the Crest Building downtown on Broadway. And, man, what an awesome place to go. I mean, lunch is incredible. We'd always talk about it being next level. You know, Chef Angie was on Next Level Chef, so definitely makes next level food. Didn't you get over this past weekend? And y'all had the Brussels sprouts and steak and all kinds of stuff?
Yes, me and some of my friends went over there and had that 16-ounce ribeye, and it was amazing. And I'm kind of particular.
Oh, no. Now what? Oh, Colleen.
It's crazy
absolutely.
talk.
Yeah, come on now.
Don't be even starting
There
that.
was not one thing negative I could have said about the steak, the Brussels sprouts, the potatoes, the dessert. It was 100%. I mean, she knocked it out of the ballpark.
What'd you have for the creme brulee or
It was
tiramisu?
actually
What was it?
butterscotch creme brulee. And
Okay,
here's
what's
the
creme
funny
brulee? Okay.
thing is Michael doesn't really care for flavored creme brulee. He likes the original, just creme brulee.
Mm-hmm.
And this was so good. He was like, wow. And the crust, because that's the one thing about creme brulee is when you get it and the sugary crust is not hard, like a hard crust. Angie nailed it.
Well, it's being that it's Thursday, you got dinner tonight and tomorrow night, 5 to 9. Now, she has added some extra dinners. This time of year, we got a lot of graduation parties, Mother's Day, things like that. So you can check for reservations because those times are going to fill up pretty quick when you got graduation and stuff like that happening. But it's a great place for something like that. So a family gathering or just celebrating someone in your family. So it's Salt by Angie, the Crest Building on Broadway. By the way, now featuring 100-acre wines from Napa Valley, and you can try those. They've got by the bottle or by the glass, lots of other nice cocktails and things, but it's really just it's a very nice atmosphere and a really cool place to go and one of Lubbock's best new restaurants, so really excited. We love Chef Angie, and she's got an amazing place there. So it's in the Crest Building. It's on Broadway, and you should check it out. So there you go. Put that on your things to do list.
Wake up! Hear the Jeff Mudflap and the Gang podcast on the new Sonic KLLL mobile app. From the Dollar Western Wear Studio, this is Lubbock's country leader and home of Jeff, Mudflap, and the Gang.
It is coming right there. No, it's good. We'll celebrate at 9. How about that?
Okay.
If we can complete what we're doing here today.
Celebrate.
By the way, this is KLLL Lubbock. So need to say that.
We're legally obligated, aren't we?
Yeah, we have to say that. Yeah, it's like having to say your full name that's on your birth certificate. Once an hour, if you're at work, you just blurt out your entire name. Hello, I'm Jeffrey Christopher Ansel. Oh, yeah. You have to blurt out your name. You sound stupid having to do that, but we have to do that. So anyway, it's just business. What else going on today? It's No Socks Day today, so the office ought to smell really great today.
Boy.
It's Have a Coke Day. This is a good day for you. You're a big Coca-Cola guy.
I am. I can't wait.
You already had one, didn't you?
I did.
You're gonna have another one.
Darn right I am.
Okay, good. All right. Well, that's good. That's good for you.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What else? The ACMs are tonight.
I know it's gonna be fun too.
Yes.
7:00 on Prime. So let's talk about some of the categories here. And let's see what everybody thinks. Terminix text line going this morning. If you're part of the gang, you can certainly weigh in. Let us know who you think is going to win in these different categories. Reba's hosting tonight. It's from Frisco at the Star there. 7:00. Prime Video is how you get this. Hopefully you have Prime. If you don't, I guess you could subscribe, watch, then cancel, I suppose. I don't know how that works, but Prime's the one that you can get the Amazon Prime thing. You get the free shipping, and you can get the TV and all the stuff. That's actually a pretty good deal because we were gonna take, because we have all the stupid streaming services, and how many do you need after a while? You can only watch so much TV, and so we thought, well, we'll cancel Prime because there's not a lot of shows on there we watch. But then we started thinking, no, that's the free shipping thing. So I was like, okay, for everything my wife buys on Amazon with the free shipping, if we canceled all of that and not have the free shipping, then we would end up probably paying more than what we're paying to get the streaming. So we kept it for that very reason. Yeah. Lots of math there. But at any rate, Prime tonight.
The thing, I tried to go in and figure out how to record it, and I couldn't figure out how to record it this morning.
Yeah, on Prime, I think Prime, it will just be on there.
Okay.
It'll be available on demand after it
Oh,
airs.
cool.
I'm pretty sure that's correct. So,
because I'm worried about of the first, what they say, the first 12 minutes is supposed to be just an amazing opening, just song after song, songs of the decades.
oh wow, cool.
And I'm just afraid that if I don't get home right on time, that it's
Gonna do it. Yeah, I know what you're
that
saying.
I'll miss it, and I'll have to wait an entire day before I can see it.
Oh,
So I don't know.
Hey,
I've
what
been
is-
trying to work out a lot lately, so I'll just have to try to get in the gym earlier.
Yes, you will. I know. Maybe is it going to be a bunch of different artists singing a bunch of different stuff? Is that
That's
what it is?
my understanding.
Okay.
Yes.
Kind of reminds me of that when Brad Paisley had that song "This Is Country Music."
Yeah.
Remember that? When that was that an award
Yes.
show or something?
Oh, I'm sure it was. Yeah.
Maybe we should play that. I'm
That's-
just
that was a
curious. I
good
hadn't heard
one.
that in a long time. Okay. Yeah, we'll play that. That was kind of fun. Okay.
Imagine the star power that is going to be in that arena. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I know, just right down the road there in Frisco,
Yeah.
too. So, Entertainer of the Year tonight, 7 nominees. Here they are: Kelsey Ballerini, Luke Combs, Cody Johnson, Jelly Roll, Chris Stapleton, Morgan Wallen, and Lainey Wilson. Mudflap, who do you like?
Jelly Roll. Oh, there's no doubt.
Colleen?
I would like it to be Morgan Wallen or Lainey Wilson, but it's probably going to be Jelly Roll.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think, too. I think Jelly Roll wins Entertainer of the Year. I think it's his time. Female Artist of the Year. See, now down the text group here, we got to Nathan said Cody Johnson, Peggy, Chris, or Lainey. Carl has Morgan Wallen. Yeah. Let's see here. So, female artists: Kelsey Ballerini, Ella Langley, Megan Maroney, Casey Musgraves, and Lainey Wilson. I think we talked about this one yesterday. Do you remember who you picked?
Ella Langley.
Yep. You said Ella. And who'd you have?
Lainey Wilson, because
Yep.
Megan Maroney has already won New Artist,
Yeah.
Female Artist of the Year, so it's going to go to Lainey Wilson.
Yeah, I think I've got Lainey Wilson for female artist as well.
Peggy's got Lainey, Nathan has Casey.
And because I think Ella Langley's had a great year. I don't think she's female artist of the year quite yet. Megan Maroney still maybe a year away for something like that. Casey Musgraves always gets nominated at the ACMs, and I like her, but, is she really the female artist of the year? She's good, but is she of the year? I don't know.
Yeah.
So I like Lainey Wilson there.
Carl and Sean like Lainey as well.
Male artist of the year: Luke Combs, Cody Johnson, Jelly Roll, Chris Stapleton, and Morgan Wallen. Mudflap.
Oh, gosh. Chris Jones.
Chris Jones. Okay, yeah, I don't think
Is that
think
a
he'll be.
write-in?
I don't think he'll be winning. Chris Jones. Yeah. Would you
Peggy
like to?
says
Would you like to take another guess?
I don't know. This is a tough one.
Yeah, obviously.
I'm gonna say-
See if you can name one guy that I said was nominated.
No. I'll run with Cody.
Okay, Cody Johnson. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, here's
that's a
the
good
thing.
Still like Chris.
Because if Jelly Roll wins Entertainer of the Year, they probably won't give him the Male Artist of the Year.
It does happen sometimes.
So I would love for it to be Cody Johnson, but Jelly Roll and Chris Stapleton just seem to always get everything.
I'm going with Chris Stapleton on Male
Yeah,
Artist
that's
of the
probably
Year.
a smart bet.
That
Who do you
makes Peggy happy. Yes, we'll go with Chris.
Okay. All
Nathan
right.
says Chris. Don says Chris. Sean says Cody. Sean. Let's see.
Now here's one that is pretty tricky here. Anything could happen here in the Duo of the Year category. You got Brooks and Dunn, Brothers Osborne, Dan and Shay, Muscadine Bloodline, and The War and Treaty. Now, The War and Treaty, they're really good. They're fun to watch. They're really good. They're super talented. They're really good. Okay, but they're always on all the award shows. But for them, they've never had any kind of a presence on the like just the charts. Really, I mean they don't have a lot of like that type of success. Mm-hmm. But they're on all the awards. Most people know who they are, and they're really cool. I like them, but I just don't. Why should they win Duo of the Year? So I would rule them out. Brooks and Dunn.
I think it's probably going to be Brooks and Dunn because they came back
right
on
the
tour.
Right. That's
a
good
Dan
analysis.
And Shay.
Yeah, Dan and Shay. But Dan and Shay have been kind of quiet this year. I mean, they have some new music out, but I don't know. Just haven't really seen much of them, and it's been kind of weird.
You just went down a notch in my brother's book, Mudflap. He
No
does
more pizza
not
parties for
like
you.
Dan and Shay. That's okay. My brother's a little confused this morning. He said, "Happy Monday." And I'm like, oh, please don't do that to me.
Patrick, if there's another pizza party involved, yes, I hate Dan and Shay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let's see, Brothers Osborne, they win a lot, and they're kind of cool, but
they haven't released anything.
Yeah, they haven't really had a lot of stuff this year. The duo of the year always they just always end up they nominate anybody who has two people in the group. Like I can't believe Maddie and Tay wasn't nominated.